Hello, crochet creators. This is Granny Doily, and welcome to my crochet circle. Today we're going to learn how to do a dishcloth and meditation. It's a very unique way to learn how to crochet. So, welcome to this crochet meditation for prosperity. Today we're creating a simple dishcloth, a humble yet essential item that represents the foundation of abundance and taking care of what we have. Creating with our hands and finding the value of simple and useful things with gratitude. We have a cotton yarn, your crochet hook. I'm using a 5.00 millimeter H8 and some scissors. For this meditation and crochet moment, I'd like you to find a comfortable seat where you can move your hands freely and move your arms, your elbows, and be able to relax your arms. Have your cotton yarn and your crochet hook ready, and we'll be using only 4 basic techniques today. Chain stitch, single crochet, chain 1 for turning and fastening off. Take a moment to hold your cotton yarn. Feel the natural texture and its strength. Cotton represents the best quality for using for dishcloths. Also, it essentially shows growth, nurturing, and Earth's abundance. This yarn will become something useful, something that serves you in such a way because you created it. Just like prosperity, you create your own prosperity that flows through service to others. Now, just take a moment, put down your yarn, and close your eyes, and take 3 deep breaths. 1, 2, and 3. With each exhale, release any worry about what's going to happen if I make a mistake. Any worry about lack or scarcity. Any worry with losing your stitches or your counts or not enough yarn. With each inhale that you take in this meditation, invite the energy of abundance, creativity, and purposeful action. Now open your eyes and pick up your crochet hook. Feel its weight. Just give it some positive energy. This is your tool of creation. So before we begin, let's set a clear intention. As we create this dishcloth, create an intention for something that cleans, purifies, and cares for our home. Something we created. Also, we're creating space for prosperity. Not only to clean up any areas of debt or dinginess with our prosperity, we want to enter into our lives a clean and sparkling abundance of prosperity. Now hold your hook and yarn together. And we're just going to find the beginning of the yarn here. And together or silently, you can state in your mind your intention. So this might be, I create abundance through mindful and purposeful action. I'm worthy of prosperity and I use it to serve others. Like this crochet dishcloth, I clean up all debts. I nurture abundance in my life as I care for my home. So you can choose one of those is best. I create abundance through mindful, purposeful action. That's the one I'm choosing. You can choose the best one for you. Now take a moment, breathe, and feel this intention settle into your heart, from your mind to your heart. Now we're going to create a foundation of 31 stitches. 31 represents the completion and new beginnings. We're going to make a slip knot. So you've been seeing me hold this yarn. I'm going to pull a tail, circle around our index finger, take this top loop, set it right here for a moment, push with your thumb, just roll and pull on the long string right here, the short string, long string. We're going to insert our hook and then pull on the short string gently with intention. And as you tighten your knot on your hook, we're going to say, I'm ready to build my foundation for prosperity. Tightening. Begin chaining with the intention. We'll count together with each chain, like planting a seed of abundance. So we're going to work slowly and mindfully. We're going to yarn over and then pull through. That's chain 1. I begin with faith. I'm going to pull over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. That's chain 2. I trust the process. We're going to continue this rhythm in our natural breathing. So we'll do that again. Yarn over, pull through. I begin with faith. Yarn over, pull through. I trust the process. Chain 5. Yarn over, pull through. My foundation is strong and true. Chain 6. My foundation is strong and true. Yarn over, pull through. Chain 7. My foundation is strong and true. Yarn over, pull through. Chain 8. My foundation is strong and true. Yarn over, pull through. Chain 9. My foundation is strong and true. Yarn over, pull through. Chain 10. I build abundance step by step. Yarn over, pull through. Chain 11. I build abundance step by step. Yarn over, pull through. I build abundance step by step. It's chain 12. Chain 13. I build abundance step by step. Yarn over, pull through. Chain 14. I build abundance step by step. Yarn over, pull through. Chain 15. Prosperity flows through my work. yarn over, pull through, chain 16. Prosperity flows through my work. Yarn over, pull through, chain, yarn over, pull through, chain 17. Prosperity flows through my work. Yarn over, pull through, chain 18. Prosperity flows through my work. Yarn over, pull through, chain 19. Prosperity flows through my work. Yarn over, pull through, chain 20. I create value with my hands. Chain 21. I create value with my hands. Chain 22. I create value with my hands. Chain 23. I create value with my hands. Chain 24. I create value with my hands. Chain 25. My efforts multiply my blessing. Chain 26. My efforts multiply my blessing. Chain 27. My efforts multiply my blessing. Chain 28. My efforts multiply my blessing. Chain 29. My efforts multiply my blessing. Chain 30. I complete what I begin with joy. Chain 31. My foundation is my abundance for this to be complete. As you chain, did you notice the rhythm? Let your breathing match your stitching. As you get comfortable with chaining, you will have more comfortable stitches and breathing. So your breathing can make your chain beautiful. This meditation is just the beginning of beautiful life of crochet. Now, as we transform our chain into something useful, just as we transform our intentions into reality, this is very powerful. We're going to, chain 1 again. We're going to turn our work, and this represents your willingness to grow and change directions when you need more prosperity in your life. We're going to single crochet from the second chain from the hook, and we're going to work in this back bump here. So we're just going to insert our hook, yarn over, and pull through. There'll be 2 loops on the hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through both those loops. Single crochet. Take a moment just to look at it. And when you single crochet, we're going to practice a few more times, and we're also going to bring our intention and our intention with our words. So we're going to insert in the back bump, and we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. I draw opportunities to me and pull through. Now you have both loops on your hook. I complete what I start. Yarn over, pull through both loops. That's stitch 2. I take the first step towards my dreams. Now it's stitch 1. Stitch 2. I take the first step towards my dreams. I take the first step towards my dreams. Now you can continue to do this. So we're going to go in the back bump only, insert your hook. See if you can see that. And we're going to pull up this loop. I draw opportunities toward me. Pull through and through. I complete what I start. Okay, insert in the back bump. Yarn over, I draw opportunities toward me. Yarn over, I complete what I start. Now this is your opportunity to go into your zone. You're going to continue to single crochet across the entire row of 30 stitches. And work at a meditative pace. With every few stitches, repeat. I am building something useful and beautiful. Each stitch represents purposeful action. My hands create abundance. I am building something useful and beautiful. I am building something useful and beautiful. Each step I take represents purposeful action. Each step I take represents purposeful action. Each stitch I take represents purposeful action. Each stitch I take represents purposeful action. My hands create abundance. My hands create abundance. My hands create abundance. My hands create abundance. Continue this until you have your 30 stitches. And as you work, visualize across this first row. Imagine you're laying a foundation of your dream home, your ideal business, your relationship ideal, your self-worth and health, self-worth and love. Visualize as you work across this first row. Imagine you're laying the foundation of your dream life coming to fruition, your dream home, your dream wellness, your dream business, your situation you want to live a purposeful life and help serve others. Visualize this now as you're continuing your 30 stitches. I'm coming to the end and there's 2 stitches left. Each stitch represents purposeful action. And in the last stitch, you're still going to work the last little bump. So we're going to insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops, and you're complete. Now we'll create 9 more rows, with each one representing a step towards lasting prosperity. Look at that. This is where the true meditation happens. We're going to establish the rhythm of abundance. So we're going to turn our work. And we're going to chain 1. So we're just going to yarn over, pull through the loop. I'm ready for the next level. We're going to maintain a steady rhythm and breath with each stitch. And at the end of the row, we're going to acknowledge our progress, just like we did here. So we're going to insert our hook right into this hole here, yarn over, and pull up. Whoops. Grab the tail. Okay. There we go. And insert through this hole right here. Yarn over, pull it through. Still have these 2 loops. Yarn over again, single crochet. Here, yarn over, pull through 2. You'll establish your rhythm. I am building solid habits for health. I am building solid habits for health. I'm building solid habits. You know what? I went through the wrong one there. I'm building solid habits for wealth. I'm building solid habits for wealth. I'm building solid habits for wealth. Continue with this row 1, and I'll meet you at the end. Building solid habits for wealth. So we're looking at all that we've accomplished. We're on the very last stitch. We're inserting our hook, yarning over, pulling through 2, yarn over again, pull through. I'm going to turn. I acknowledge my progress. Okay, this is row 3. We're going to chain 1, yarn over, pull through. And through row 2 through 5, we're repeating, I am building solid habits for wealth. You could also say health if you need health, because we need health first before wealth. If you don't have health, you can't have really good wealth. You can't focus or do anything. I am building solid habits for wealth. And I will meet you at the end of row 5. I am building solid habits for my wealth. I am building solid habits for my wealth. I am building solid habits for my wealth. I am building solid habits for wealth. I am building solid habits. Last loop. Insert hook, yarn over, pull through, pull, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and turn. So we're going to look at our work. My hands create abundance. So row 6 through 10, we're going to chain 1, insert your hook. My prosperity serves my highest good. 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 Continue this, row 6 through 10. My prosperity serves my highest good. 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 Last stitch. prosperity serves my highest good. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Okay, we're going on to rows 11 through 15. We're going to turn our work, chain 1, and repeat in our minds or out loud, I trust in divine timing and abundance. I trust in divine timing and abundance. Trust in divine timing and abundance. I trust in divine timing and abundance. So we're going to complete that, rows 11 through 15. I trust in divine timing and abundance. Row 15, ending here. I trust in divine timing and abundance. I trust in divine timing and abundance. Here we go, pull through. Row 15. Beautiful. Now row 16 through 20. We're going to turn our work. And I need to put this loop behind here, so I'll take the hook out for a second. This looks nicer. Okay. Pull it taut. Okay. Row 16 through 20, we're going to repeat when I'm halfway through completion, I persevere with joy. So we're going to do rows 16 through 20, and we're going to repeat the statement halfway through completion, I persevere with joy. So we're going to chain, insert our hook, halfway to completion, I persevere with joy. Halfway through completion, I persevere with joy. Halfway through completion, I persevere with joy. Rows 16 through 20. And just notice the growth that you've had on your project. 15 rows. As you focus on the growth of your project, visualize your prosperity expanding like your dishcloth. Wow. Feel the gratitude for your hands' ability to make this, to create. And if your mind wanders, which is very normal during meditation, it's something to always work on, gently return to the rhythm of your stitching. Now let's move on to rows 16. Now we're going to focus on rows 16 through 19 and just breathing in and out through our nose. So we're going to do our chain 1, and insert our hook, bring up our loop, insert through both, breathing in and out through our nose, in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose. We'll slowly find a rhythm. In, out, in, out. Do this on rows 16 through 19. Now let's move on to row 20 through 24. I'm going to turn our work. Make sure your string is behind here. Piece of yarn. And rows 20 through 24. And we're moving on to rows 20 through 24. And we're going to chain one and just focus on our breathing. Creates better focus. Get in touch with your breathing. 20 through 24. Just going to listen to our breathing. Creates better focus. Breaths in and out through your nose creates a calmness. In and out through your nose. Rows 24. In and out through your nose. Rows 20 through 24. Here we are at the end of row 24. And we're turning our work. We know we're having some excitement because we're almost finished. Here we are on starting row 25. Notice how consistent your effort has created something valuable. Think how this simple cloth will serve your home. Feel the satisfaction and purpose of your mindful work. You're doing great. Row 25. Chain. Insert your hook, pull up your loop, yarn over, pull through. My abundance blesses everyone around me. My abundance blesses everyone around me. My abundance blesses everyone around me. Continue this all the way to row 29. My abundance blesses everyone around me. Now we are turning our work and moving on to row 30. See how consistent your efforts have created something valuable. Think about how this simple dishcloth will serve you in your home. Remember to feel the satisfaction and purposeful, mindful work. As we move on to row 30, we're going to chain one and single crochet. I have created something beautiful and useful. 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 Continue this all the way to the end. I have created something useful and beautiful. 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 Now we're getting ready to fasten off your work, and we're going to have the completion and gratitude intention at this point. So we're going to put down our work, pull up some yarn. I would say about as big or as long as a long pair of scissors, but you could do as long as your hand to your crease of your thumb, index finger. That's a good measure, right? And what we're going to do is pull the yarn over and pull all the way through. Okay, tighten that up a little bit. We'll set down our hook, and what we have here is a yarn needle. So in order to thread that, let's just bend our yarn and put it through. And we're going to turn over our work. And what we can do is just pull it up, just leaving a little bit at the end, about a pinky's length worth. And we're just going to weave in the ends, is what they call this. We're going to go up and down. And you can slice through some of the yarn fiber if it's that kind of yarn. So up, down, and on the down, pull through gently. Let's hold on to your yarn right here so it doesn't come out of the needle. And then pull all the way. I'm going to go back, but the opposite. And you can grab different strands of yarn. And this will be never ever fall out. I'm trying to go through some threads here. Just notice that when we do make mistakes in our work, don't release the need to be frustrated. Just settle in. Simply say, even challenges become a part of my beautiful creations. Even challenges. And either correct it in a mindful manner, or just let it be, which I usually do, because people really don't see any mistakes. They usually see the beauty in crochet. So we're going to go up, down, up. Imperfection has its own beauty and teaches us acceptance. Perfection is not an actual natural state. So do that 3 times through. Pull out our needle and then clip it very carefully. Done. But wait, we have this little beginning tail. So I'm going to do the same thing there. And as we weave in our tails, we can say, I'm going to go across this long way. Serve this abundance in life. Serve this abundance in life. and serve this abundance in life. Just show you how if we did it crossways, it's different. Okay. Serve this abundance in life. And serve this abundance in life. And serve this abundance in life. And the string is a little short, so I'm just going to let it be short and trim it. As we trim our yarn, let's say, I release what no longer serves me. Powerful. I release what no longer serves me. We're going to cut that cord. Done. Very powerful. Feels great. Now, just look at the work you've done. Began with one chain. You know, all abundance starts with a single intention. Each stitch requires attention, and prosperity comes through this mindful action. Consistent rows build strength. Daily practice creates lasting wealth. You have to do something every day to create wealth. Your hands created something from nothing. You took yarn and metal, and you've created power. This will last years. Years. So as you fold up your beautiful dishcloth, you can say, I bless this dishcloth and as a symbol of my creation, my creative abundance. May it remind me daily, every time I use it, that I create prosperity through purpose and action, and that I am worthy of abundance, and my wealth serves the greatest, highest good. Every time I use this cloth, I remember I'm creative, I'm capable, I'm abundant. So you can place one hand on your dishcloth if you're comfortable doing that, and one hand on your heart. Your hands that create the abundance already in your life, this peaceful time of creation, and your commitment. I am thankful for all this mindful prosperity. Thank you, Creation Crocheters, for being in our cozy circle. And when you're finished, you can wiggle your fingers, your toes, your whole body. Give your full attention to everything around you. And remember, like this dishcloth, prosperity is built one stitch at a time. With patience and consistently and loving intention, you will build your prosperity.